Getting another interesting point now. Yesterday, the special advisor, senior special advisor to the president on media and publicity issues, as one would find, Femi Adesina, was on channels. He spoke extensively when was questioned about the state of health of the president. One headline that a lot of people picked out from what he said, let me read it to you. I don't know Buhari's exact state of health, says Adesina. I picked out some answers of what he said. This is what he said yesterday evening, shortly after he made that release about the fact that the president was not going to be returning yesterday, was going to ask for more time to see his medical personnel. Here's what he said.
Okay, you know, when the president was traveling on January 19, we said he was going to take a vacation and also do some medical checkups. You know, the essence of medical checkups is to find out the state of your being health-wise. And that test can throw up a number of things. So now the situation is that series of tests have been done, and his doctors have advised that he still stays back so that the cycle can be completed. That's what is in the statement that we have issued. You know that there is medical doctor-patient confidentiality. No doctor will release that to you. I am sure that if we get to a point when the president has to disclose the status of his health, if it needs to be disclosed, if it's something serious enough to disclose, I'm sure he will disclose. You just said it, that some people are optimistic and they believe that the president is okay. I would rather respond to those people than those who carry malicious, evil rumors. Those ones have a right to the rumors they are carrying. We don't respond to them. Once we have told you, Mr. President, when they said he was dead, we said he was alive. That answers the question as far as I'm concerned. But now that he says, yes, I need to do some further medical investigations, if you want to pray for him, you don't necessarily need to know what exactly is wrong. Just pray for well-being. If there was a date he will return, it will have been in that statement. Oh. But the issue now is there is no vacuum in government, no lacuna, because power has been transferred to the vice president, who is acting president. So Mr. President can take the time he desires. And when his doctors give him a clean bill of health, he then can return home.
This is FemiDlive.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I'm ready. Let's take on the biggest debates on radio, provide insights, experience, and build an unforgettable discussion together. I am Femi D. Amele. Let's talk with FemiDlive is on.
Welcome back to the show. Femi Adesina there just before the break, making it clear the fact that, well, it's an indefinite leave for now. No date as regards when the president will return, President Muhammadu Buhari. In the meantime, the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, will take charge of the affairs of the country. And in the hours of today, we were asking you the simple question about, what can the acting president get done in the meantime? Whether it's new policies, whether it's reacting to a situation. Obviously, reacting to a situation is the moment he said, we are aware of your sufferings. Osinbajo tells protesters across Nigeria just earlier today. In the meantime as well, one could keep up with the likes of the man you know very well as the Director General of the campaign organization of President Muhammadu Buhari during the 2015 general elections. He's now the Minister of Transport, Rotimi Chibuike Amechi. Well, in his own words earlier today, he also said the fact that we did not promise, quoting him now, we did not promise you that those challenges will be solved in 1 year. If we promised you that those challenges will be solved in 1 year, you would have given us 1 year, but you gave us 4 years mandate. So wait till the end of 4 years before you can conclude that we have not done well. responding to the situation, the economic situation of the country, saying, well, things can get better or can get done as you give us time. Giving us time would mean as far as 3 more years. Or can I say 3 more years in 2017? No, I should correct myself now and say 2 more years before much of the election comes on, for people to either choose to say, oh, we're for you, or stand with you, or I stand with Nigeria, or I stand with Buhari, or I stand otherwise. Any other place you want to stand, or just stand for your vote, as the case may be. Now, this brings forward one major discussion, and I was reading through an online article earlier on today, and it really kicked off a line of thinking which I find fundamentally quite essential to many of us. Some say, oh, there's a doctor-president relationship which is confidential, and then supposedly one would think there's the president-citizen relationship as well. That's on one part as well, on the other hand. But your level of confidence in the way the acting president has responded to the situations by saying, I am personally aware, we are all aware of what Nigerians are going through. We know. We're not hiding from the fact that we know. We're not even asking you not to protest if we're to follow the words of Lalu Akonde. We know what you're going through. We know. Does that make you calm? Because one thing I would tell you is this. The objective of protest sometimes is lost over and over again. I was listening to an argument made by the personal assistant now to the president on social media. One title like that, Sham. And she talked about the objectives of protest and how it can be lost. So Nigerians in their bits have protested and they've said what they want. They've reiterated the points. They've even gone past the man who said, oh, let's come out two-faced, and moved around. Some even wonder, oh, whether he was, softened up to back down on the protest himself. Apparently, even though he was made to back down as a person, the likes of other faces, the likes of the Charlie Boy, the Sheyi Law, and the rest of them still went on with much of advocating for the issues they found quite notable to really talk about at this time. So it provides one with the question of, now that the acting president have responded to Nigerians by saying, I know what you are all going through, would you say this is the start of the government now, knowing that performance needs to be awakened, moved on to faster? The word slow may not necessarily apply anymore, but things be done faster. Did the government get the message? Yes, I like that one. Did the government get the message Nigerians are sending out? Did they get the message? Whether the message is for I stand with Buhari or I stand with Nigeria. Did they get the message? A message that possibly connoted the idea of vote of confidence or lack of confidence. For example, with the stand with Buhari group, one can easily say, oh, it's a vote of confidence. With the other group, I stand with Nigeria, it's a vote of who knows what it is. But did the government get the message, for example? Because I'm always I want you to be objective in your response and responsible and truthful. Think about those 3 words I just used, objective, truthful, and responsible. Do you think the message did go out there true? I do also know people may want to talk about the health of the president, but it's too early to say. I mean, there's so much. I'm waiting for more facts that would say a little bit more with time as regards how much long more should the president be away before he's able to come back to the duties. Will the National Assembly send a panel like it's being talked about now? One discussion that may come up tomorrow in the National Assembly, I understand, is the fact that the senators are planning on thinking of how to get a group, a committee, or a panel of representatives that would go and check on the president so that they can firsthand say this is how the Nigerian president is. So when we hear from them, it will be easier to tell more as regards the state of the heart of the president. But for now, for today, for right now, today, like right now, do you think the government got the message? Message of confidence or no confidence? Thank you for your time. Thank you for your responsible, objective, and truthful comments. I'm thanking you in advance, so don't give me reasons to thank you otherwise. Please, I'm always grateful to people who are able to move this country forward, especially with their notable contributions.